we can.
Well, we're live. Welcome to At Odds. I didn't have the intro ready, so we messed everything up. But.
Yeah, it hasn't been good. Steve's on vacation, and we're having issues with our microphones. We're sharing a mic right now, so that if we sound different, that's because we have one microphone in the middle of the desk here, and we're sharing it. But today's Thursday, September 22nd, 2017. We are in the Freedom Studios on the 15th floor of Patriot Towers in Liberty City. We're at, Nate?
Italy.
We are in Italy, and we love it here. I had a Neapolitan. It was great.
Ice cream?
No, it was a woman. And
no,
she was from Napoli.
All right, yeah, that's interesting. You want to play? You want me to play the intro?
Why, no.
Oh,
it's too late. That's what happens when you've been off for 3 weeks. For a variety of different reasons
I told you that
your jail sentence.
I traveled to the studio as soon as I got out of state pen. Traveled to the studio. I did a bunch of work to get things ready. I got us a new amp. I got the speakers set up so we could have a nice monitor system down here. Yep. I fixed the issues you were having because you're too rough on your microphone. Great. And then it just all
your mic
went
cable
to
went
hell
crap
after that.
And by the way,
it's worse than that. I have 3 mic cables, and it's just not working.
You weren't at the state pen because they don't do 3 weeks there. You were in the county jail, and I saw the certificate, which said that you were the best kisser. And
I framed
Clinton
it. It's
County,
right there.
I know it. I saw it. It's nice. It's got lipstick kissing marks on it. It's really nice. All the fellers did it for you.
So I hope you can hear us. I think you can.
And the county guy upstairs playing marbles.
Yeah, apparently they're playing jacks upstairs. This is terrible. I was ready. I was pumped up. I knew it was going to go well.
Your computer froze up.
Here we are. But the show must go on, except for the last 3 weeks.
Does it? Because we were contemplating whether we really wanted.
It did. Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear this.
Well, there was a little spat over dinosaurs that almost got us to disband the show. But we didn't have to. One of us came to our senses.
I know dinosaurs are real because I saw some images of Jesus riding one. So I know they're real.
There was no room on the ark?
No, that's why they all died off. No, that's not true because at the ark exhibit, the dinosaurs are on the ark. So they did survive the flood. It was unicorns that didn't make it.
Who let the Italian girl in the studio?
I have little Italian girls walking around there.
Weird.
Yeah, like an espresso? Or whatever they're called.
Isn't that French?
Espresso?
Is that Italian?
No,
espresso?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't really... I don't know what Italian is.
She just needed some milk. She needs some milk.
Or latte.
All right, let's go. Hey, you know what? Someone said we sounded good. So I always thought
maybe we'll do this all the time.
I always thought we had an honest fan base, but I guess we don't.
They love us no matter what we do. So I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. We
a lot of stuff.
Since we apparently for the last year our show has turned into local news. We can talk about some local stuff.
No, I don't. I want to talk about the hurricane.
Oh, all right. That's more important.
And
Let's
the
do that. Where is it? You moved it. I had it first on the list.
It is.
You moved it.
It's up at the top.
Where?
Oh, yeah. It's right under history.
Oh, I got you, Mike. This is just not working.
Wow. All right. So
wait, no, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, go for it.
Well, it's just there's a lot of hurricanes.
There are.
And now we had a big earthquake, 8.1. I mean, that's a damn big earthquake. As a geologist, I can tell you that. You know what we call those? Damn big earthquakes.
Yeah.
And 8.1 is big. Followed by a 7.1, which was, I think, more closer to...
so the 8.1 was offshore, I think, right?
Yeah, it was like 650 miles.
It was like the southern border of Mexico.
So it wasn't so bad.
The 7.1 was
more to the city.
Pretty close to that.
Mexico
was
City.
Closer to Mexico City.
Yeah.
Pretty
devastating.
The last I heard, which was, I mean, it's been hours. They were estimating 250 or so dead.
Yeah,
confirmed dead. It was weird. I don't know if I heard a little bit today. There was news that came from Mexican officials, from the government, that
so we can trust it.
A couple schools had collapsed.
Ooh,
yeah, terrible. There was news. They were searching for people. There was news that there was a 12-year-old girl. It was very specific. 12-year-old girl. They gave her name. They said they've given her oxygen. They gave her food, but she was trapped in the rubble. They were working to get her out.
Yeah.
She was next to other people. There were other people in there. Came from the Mexican government. It turned out none of that was actually true.
Oh.
They didn't find anybody. The Mexican official was like, well, when we were reporting the information, we didn't know if it was true or not. But it was very, like, they had
very
her
detailed.
name. Very detailed.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened?
Was
there?
her name Lupe?
No,
Lupe?
it wasn't Lupe, but it was, it was a Mexican name.
Little Lupe.
It wasn't Lupe. It was just really weird. Really weird.
So with the earthquakes and hurricanes and bears, oh my, there's some Christian sect group says the rapture's coming Saturday?
Yeah, I was...
These are all signs.
I mean, it was one of the reasons why I was thinking of not doing the show tonight, is because I'm thinking my last 3 days... Well, I mean, I'm going to be on Earth forever, but my last 3 days with everyone else...
You don't know that.
...on Earth. Well, I'm going to be left behind, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Earth's going to eventually be swallowed by the sun.
The last forever, I said.
You did, yeah. And
the last 3 days on Earth, would I want to spend a couple hours of it with you in the studio?
And you decided that you would.
I decided to, yeah. So that's good.
I feel enraptured.
I hate to break it to everybody. I don't think the world's going to end on Saturday.
No, the world won't end. It's just all the righteous people go up to heaven.
Right. Look, it's not going to happen on Saturday.
And we'll be left behind.
It's more likely to happen on a Sunday, I would think.
People might want to believe.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Teeth and claw or something. Fang and claw or something.
Fang and claw?
Yeah, there was a poet that wrote something about nature was red claws and fangs or something. I don't know.
I'm not even sure.
Google it.
I do, though, want to talk about Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
Miami-Dade County in Florida, where Hurricane Irma hit
That's
pretty heavily. Within hours of the hurricane coming through, the county was driving around, their code enforcement officer, passing out violations for people who had hurricane damage. Sort of.
Fences down.
Sort of. This guy, Kelso Perez, helping his neighbors remove some trees. Code enforcement officer showed up, said, I have to issue a safety notice for your downed fence because it's around the pool. This is dangerous. He went over, slapped a notice on the piece of fence that was still standing.
One piece.
And said, I'm going to come back and this better be fixed.
Right.
That was the afternoon... the day that the hurricane hit. He said it was 6 hours later.
I think those guys were standing by, the ordnance guys.
They had to have been. Yeah. So a local news station looked into it. They handed out 680 safety notices and 177 electrical hazard safety notices. after a hurricane,
Right.
where people are trying to stay alive, trying to eat, trying to find loved ones that may or may not be safe.
All their possessions
They have no
gone.
power. Their possessions are gone. They're getting notices because their fences are down.
You know what? That tells me that you can't get a pothole fixed for a year and a half
Yeah.
because of the inefficiency of government. Yet, hours after a natural disaster, code enforcers are out there. Hey, we're from the county and we're here to
We're
help
here to
you.
help.
Every gun person, every civil rights person, to look into it and see if it's something they want to buy. It's a little preachy, it's a little propagandish, and it's certainly pro-gun, but it's an interesting journey, and it starts out in World War I and talks about, and then it goes into the. If you're not real familiar about the history of gun control acts in the United States, it's a good book for that because it does go into the history of that quite well. And if you're into reloading and shooting, it's good. I'm not all into that because there was a lot of technical stuff. Because the main character, the hero, is like an expert shooter, and he's at 10 years of age, he's shooting quarters out of the sky with his .22, and he becomes a hero. And it's basically goes up to present day where they start to fight back against the federal government, in particular the ATF. He's a little bit conspiracy-ish because, he's like denying the Kennedy assassination was done by Oswald. I know there's lots of people that believe that, but there's good evidence that he did it. He puts doubt into it. I think he even talked about, not going to the moon, but that's another thing. So all of those kinds of conspiracies pop up in there.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting book, and it kind of talks about this kind of stuff, where people get tired of the government trying to control and get after them, and he talks about the ATF violations where your gun is a quarter inch too short and you go to prison for 10 years.
Yeah, well, that's real stuff,
and that's that's a tax division. It's Treasury, Department of Treasury. It's for a $200 tax. You're going to prison for that.
Yeah.
Why does every department in the federal government have guns? He talks about having the EPA has a gun, Department of Education, and they all have guns.
Yeah.
They have a sort of a mini Civil War with just a few hundred people, and it's amazing what they got done. I know it's fiction.